both because this is like a shared component, and I needed to ignore that model in
Right.
here. So that's fixed too. Yeah, that's I think that's it's still I have one more thing that I have to do. It's like if a user went and update the group name, this is not gonna work I guess now. But like if I update the group name, it's yeah, now it works, but it does not work if the group does not have a name yet. For example, I don't know this one. What is in group? Oh no, not the name. Sorry, it's about the members. Like like the members is not reflected here immediately if I add and remove like members. So that's the thing that I was working on right now to have it there. But yeah, and yeah, with that we'll conclude all those like changes that we needed to fix all those like issues, UX issues for this group settings related. Yeah, and for today, we'll be working more on that fingerprinting clipboard with Jerry, and also I need to implement sharing to WhatsApp for South African users. And for that, Jerry, maybe I would need from you like to return me the country, like for the new query we did for validating the phone number.
Okay.
Remember? Yeah, you gave me that query that's validate the phone number. I would
You
need the country like
you want the
back.
country of the requesting user? Or
Right. Yeah, like, if we think about it, so here's the use case. Like the South African users, if they want to invite, yeah, it's the requesting user key, not the phone number. So yeah,
got it.
if the requesting user key is from like for example South Africa, let me think if I can get that from somewhere else that's already there that
I
we have
mean,
it.
I can do it because I think what I want to do is I want to make another change to that query and return the international format number because I feel like we might need that in some cases as well.
Actually, yeah, we need it for WhatsApp. Like we need the phone number to be like international. That's what I get from the docs. I have to test it to confirm.
Hmm. Got it.
So yeah, today I'll be working on this WhatsApp sharing thingy, and I'm not sure what we decided on the special characters for the name. Like I know, like we said, there was like so what I have in my mind right now. What I need to do there is like I'm gonna be removing the special character rule from the name input, and if it's like only special characters, that we're gonna enforce like the character limit rule. For example, if a user just typed like 5 emojis, we're gonna show an error that says your name needs to have at least three letters. I think that's
I think
probably
for now, just we should probably just leave it as is.
okay.
Yeah, it's gonna get a little complicated.
All
Uh,
right. Okay.
when it comes to the to WhatsApp, so would we be able to change the country that we were favoring WhatsApp on? Like, let's say, you know, tomorrow we decide we want it to be also Morocco. Does it need a front end change, or can the back end handle that?
We can do it if we want it to be like dynamic from the back end. Then yeah, we can do it.
I think that'd be better as we figure out which ones. Like Morocco is a good example, right? Like Morocco probably should only use WhatsApp in the onboarding.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And then I don't know what European countries, or Australia, but I'll have to look into it a little bit. But yeah. So how do we set that up to where it's dynamic?
I could do it based off the country. Like I can return like an array. I can either return a default or maybe an array of
Mhm.
options that they can use.
Okay, perfect. Okay, cool. Then let's make that a top priority for today. I mean, and it sounds like almost everything is ready to get wrapped up too. Once that's done, maybe we can get a build.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sure.
Okay, great. Yeah.
Yeah, with that, it concludes my update. That was it for me.
Okay, thanks. I mean, I had a really bad migraine all night, so I woke up late. I don't know
Do
what
you want
happened.
me to go through the stuff you shared on development, like some such replays? Like I did reply. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, like
Mhm.
about that one, you said like he was like got authorized. That user never got authorized. Like
No,
yeah, like I went through
didn't
his
didn't in the logs didn't it say there was 320 something contacts?
yeah, I explained that
Mm,
that logs it means that there is like an 3028 contacts on his phone. That's what it means that log. It doesn't mean that
mm,
we have his contacts and they are uploaded. And also, this user has Android 10, the version 10,
mm.
which the contacts permission is granted by default. So
Yeah,
as soon as the user open the app, like we have his contacts. Like we don't
does
have
he
to ask
have
for
a
permission.
problem at that step? Um, what do we still ask for the permission? I forget how we handle it.
I think like in that step, we do check if we have permission. Like we don't show the model again. It's just like user goes next.
Okay, it's not something that was there any error or any reason why that you could see the user couldn't go forward?
I didn't get what was going on in his like because he was going back and forth. I'm not really sure what's and he was like leaving the app. Like the app was in the background for more than 3 times. So I'm not really sure what happened for him there. Didn't
Mm,
he receive the SMS code or he did next? Then it was yeah, like there's yeah, so there's like gaps. Like he was like on the phone, press
mhm.
next, waiting on the loader, then it's the name step. Oh no, it did back. Oh no, it did back, but it was like the name step. But it
Yeah,
should be the birthday. Then things are black
yeah.
or like in the session yeah, things are black in the session replay. Then it's the phone number. So I'm not really sure what's going on in that session replay. Maybe this is like a good candidate. I'll save it
Okay.
for a Century team about like a black session replays for Android because like I remember like you mentioned you saw like a black session replay in Android,
Yeah.
but we could not find it. But here's one. I can see it like there's black
Well,
segments.
sometimes it's black if unless I hit the refresh button on the browser. So like I think that's
Okay.
what happened with that one. I don't know what the one you're looking at right now, but the one I
Yeah,
shared.
I just did a refresh. Nope, still black.
Yeah, that one still I think had the gaps in it. Huh. Yeah, I think that people aren't always getting that code, the auth code. So they're
Oh, I don't know if he proceed there or not, cause he never like pressed next. Like it didn't let things to finish. As like things will load in after
mhm,
he pressed next on the phone number,
mhm,
he did back. So he didn't let things to go. So and also like there's other session replays by these users. All of them like I didn't went through all like how many? Is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like there's six session replays and yeah, it's the same thing. But he never got like logged in.
right.
Just
But it's like obviously he's trying to.
yeah, it's trying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with this issue plays. Yeah, like because like this issue play I'm looking at right now, he opens the app like, from this issue play. It was like the splash screen,
Hmm.
then that alert that says, "Cool, I'm texting code to number," and that's the whole issue play for 30 seconds. So
Yeah. So and it doesn't tell us a lot. We just
yeah,
all we know is the guy didn't get in, but made a lot of attempts, which I picked out that one, but there are so many like that,
mm-hmm.
and seems like they're not getting the code, but
Should
I don't know.
be.
we'll just have to keep looking at it. Hopefully, you're gonna restore the defaults back on session replay, right?
It, oh, to remove the two params for iOS. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess we just leave it at default on Android, and maybe who knows?
It
Maybe
is
they'll improve because it
it
was
is the
better.
default for Android. Like we didn't change anything for Android.
I know. We just
But
updated.
it said the two other experimental params for iOS, maybe they're affecting Android. It's not like I doubted it. I went to the source code. Those like those experimental properties, they only like live in iOS code, like source code. They do not exist in Android source code.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but yeah, I'll remove them.
There was also an update to the library.
Maybe. Do
We
we want
can't
to?
really go back. I don't know. Can we?
We can.
Hmm. It was better before.
We can. I can reverse to the older version and see.
Okay.
Since we're not really since we're gonna not use those experimental properties, then it
Yeah.
makes sense to revert the library there.
Okay. All right. Let's do that too.
Okay.
Great. All right. So yeah, I want to try it. If it's possible for you to get the WhatsApp part of it done with Jerry, um, let's try and get a build to see if that makes a big difference. Because we're still getting the invites, but they're not. They're just not getting sent. It seems like.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Great. So who's next?
Hey John, real quick, I had a question. I went over my update, but um, I had a question for you when I was doing it. Let
Mhm.
me share this with you real quick.
Okay.
Um, okay. Let me know when you can see my screen.
It's coming through now. Yeah.
Okay, so this is the experimental new invite page, design not final, just using it for functionality at this time. And for the clipboard, so we want to have two ways we want to capture the invite. The first way is going to be through the fingerprint, which we can do without any user interaction as long as they hit this redirect page or this landing page.
Yeah.
Um, Now, as far as this, why is this a landing page and it's not redirecting them to circles? I want to try this. I mean, we have a way with Android to do this, but with iOS, you cannot copy anything to the clipboard without a user interaction.
That's
So
it.
that being
Button.
the button.
Gotcha.
So I can leave it as this. I mean, we still don't ask for a phone number or anything, but
Mhm.
we have to do this, and this would be for iOS. Um,
Yeah. Well,
now,
and we can make it a lot like that other button where it's like says "Let me in," and because that has a high conversion rate.
right, yeah, design not final.
Yeah.
It's just basically there's a landing page. It just has a button. It button
Mhm.
says something, and then
Yeah.
you click it. Your fingerprint gets copied to your clipboard, and you get sent to the app store. You still skip the whole phone number step. It's
Mm.
pretty quick. I just wanted to see if that was too much friction for you.
No, I mean that's the whole idea, right? Isn't that kind of
Mhm.
really our only option?
Yeah, right now, yeah. I think
Okay.
me was saying you talked to Chat GPT over it and it said the same thing.
Yeah. Okay. But at least they don't have to enter their phone number twice or
Yep.
and
Okay.
and
Uh,
then
I'll I'll roll with that, and
okay.
I'll roll with that, and I'll make it more. If you want it to be more like that other one. You
Yeah,
want
I
it.
think so because this one has a good conversion rate.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. I'll make it more like this.
Yeah, maybe right under the button, you could say something like copy. I don't know.
I don't think we need to even say anything about copying.
Yeah, you probably don't need to. Just the fact that you will be prompted to access your clipboard once you download is the only
Oh,
reason.
see. Uh,
um,
like you're
maybe,
saying, what? Go ahead.
yeah, I was like, maybe not. Because because it. Hmm, let me think about it for a second. There also could be like a toast or something. Like after you hit let me in, it says invite link copied. It's actually something that was um, familiar. So you were invited by someone, and if it said their name, like it said Jerry's invite code copied after you hit the button.
Mhm.
That might be a good option. But I don't know. It's going to immediately navigate you, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. I guess it could delay for a sec.
we can. I mean, just think about it. It's just 4 seconds. It could mean it could look that the page maybe is unresponsive unless we add good animations on it.
Yeah. Let me
Make
think about that part of it.
Okay,
But yeah, something like this.
got it.
What else is remaining?
Uh, the redesign and pretty much just the design changes that you want. But other
Like
than
the
that,
function. Yeah,
function.
functional.
Well, that's I guess Amin could say more on that. Like he said that we're picking up the fingerprint and we're having all that. So functionality looks fine.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, yeah. For the functionality, I tested like if that query that initially we used to get the fingerprint, it's all good. The user won't have to go to to do anything additional like on the app. It just he will be going through the onboarding normally, but it will be redirected later to the group.
Yeah.
But
So
mhm.
say, John, what would you want as the priority? Would the priority go to the clipboard or the priority go to the fingerprint that we automatically grab in the background? Now, the fingerprint we grab in the background, that we won't have to request the clipboard permission for.
Right. That's the ideal. And on Android, it's we don't have to. The user doesn't even know any of this stuff is happening, right? On
Mhm.
Android.
and,
Right.
So
and we and we don't do it in Android. Like we don't rely on the clipboards for Android. We
yeah,
there
we
is
never.
like official API to know from where this user is coming from.
Okay,
Mhm.
that's good. So yeah, let's obviously go with that on Android, and then when it comes to iOS, i- if we can skip this any steps, let's skip them.
Mhm.
So is there sometimes a possibility where they won't even need to access a clipboard if I
Well,
record
on iOS or Android?
iOS?
Well, depends on what you're saying on the priority is. So if the priority is we use the remote, like the fingerprinting,
Hmm.
and if we find a fingerprint, then we won't have to worry about the clipboard. But if we
Right.
can't
Isn't
find a
that what?
finger,
Yeah, I think that's what the Chat GPT recommended too. Is the clipboard's a fallback? Is that
okay.
when? Isn't that what it was when I sent over that whole little article? Wasn't it to
Yeah,
say?
yeah. The clipboard is fallback, but like from how we doing it right now, because like if you think about it, the user it's gonna press on a link first, so it's gonna be on web. At this point, we still didn't know if that fingerprint is gonna work or not when he's gonna be on the mobile. So what we do is like we get his clipboard regardless. So this screen in here or
Mhm.
something that we're gonna be having like for
Yeah,
web, it's gonna be there
yeah, for iOS.
for iOS, yeah. But
Hmm.
for on the app, it will be like a screen similar to it to accept the invite, but that one's gonna be optional. It's not gonna be always there, depending on that we returned something or not.
That's right. And yeah, and if we have to get the clipboard, then that screen will tell you what
Yeah,
happened.
and right now I'm thinking about it. I'm not sure we wanted to do it or not. But how about like if you use so the user will press on the invite link. We're gonna get his fingerprint and we're gonna redirect him directly to the app store. He download the app and everything. I'm gonna check the fingerprint. Let's say like there was nothing on the fingerprint. How about says do you want to get credits or something? He press on a button and we're gonna open like a modal with a web view that has this page. And if you user click copy, we copy the code and send it back to the app
Why does there have to be a web view at that point?
because this is so the user don't see it the first time he press on the link.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Describe that one more time. So if they've already gone through this, they download the app, and we do detect the
Uh,
clipboard, but
they,
don't have.
they're not gonna go through this. They're just gonna press on a link. They will be directed to the app store to download the app. So they won't have to see this page.
Mhm.
It's just like a normal download. And we on the app now, the user on the app. Now we call the
Oh,
query. If
right.
the query failed to get a fingerprint, like we said, we're gonna rely on the clipboard.
Oh, okay. And so that's where we'll have to prompt them to press a button. Okay, I see. So that's so okay, great. So that's one click, and they're in the app store, but there's an extra click like this in the onboarding. If
It's gonna be two, I think. Oh no, wait.
I think
Let me think about it. So oh, so okay, copy. No, no, it's gonna be two clicks on the app
mhm.
if the well, right now there's a two clicks additional. Like there's this new let me in, and there's like the accept invite. That some users they will have only the one click because everything's gonna work for them. But
Mhm.
some users they will have the they're gonna have the two. What we're gonna do right now is like for those users that they're gonna have to do one click, they don't have to because like things are working for them. So it's only the user that you need to do like the two clicks. So
But how will we know the user was invited? Um, once they go straight to the app store and download, we lose that information, don't
no,
we?
we save their fingerprint, which is their IP, their screen dimensions. So when they press on the link,
Yeah.
we save his IP address and his screen dimension. And once he opens the app, we check his IP with the screen dimension. If they match with any records in the database, that is the same user.
Hmm.
So
But if they don't match, we fall back to the clipboard, but there was no clipboard.
right now there's no clipboard, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna present them with the screen here on a
But
web view.
isn't
Right?
it too late? Because they
Yeah, right. When I'm just thinking about it, yeah, it's too
yeah,
late.
this has to be before the app store.
That's correct. Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't think it too. Yeah.
It says it in that article, like if you go back to it, it's got all the steps. Um it kind of if it made sense to me, I'm sure you guys get it better than me just because you're doing this more often, you understand the stuff that has to do behind the scenes. But yeah, that was my understanding. It was going to have to get the clipboard right from the invite, like as soon as, because otherwise we lose that information.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. I was like maybe just trying to think about it, optimize it more about like since
Yeah,
this is
no, that would be great. Yeah, I got excited for a second, like, oh yeah, we can just go right to the
yeah,
apps.
yeah, but we're talking into like it's not clicking through.
Yeah, that's okay though, because this screen converts really highly. It's the it's the next step where it gets like where they just don't really enter their phone number. So if we can get them straight to the app store after the screen, then we have a better chance. And then from there, we might not even need to do the clipboard. It's a fallback because we'll have the fingerprint. So it's even less steps if
Mm-hmm.
everything works right.
Yep.
And then, of course, on Android, which is half the devices, there's no friction at all. So that's going to be a big improvement too. So yeah, does it all make sense?
Yep, that's one.
Okay. So Jerry, where do we leave off?
Uh, no, I think you just told me what I need to do. I can quit sharing. Sorry if I'm distracting, but
No, it's
yep,
all right.
yep.
Okay. But first priority for today, though, let's get that
Yeah,
WhatsApp thing
just
put in.
get the WhatsApp thing. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Can you let us know what countries you want WhatsApp to be the primary on?
Yeah. Let me send you in Slack. I'll go through a few. Okay, cool. All
So,
right.
since we're gonna be working on the designs for that web page, we need like a design from the app for the
Yeah.
step where the users need to access the invite. So we need both of those.
Okay. Okay, cool. Maybe Chantel could work on that. I'm not sure if she's following what's necessary, but I'll go over it. Okay. So who hasn't given an update yet?
All right, so we're gonna give an update.
Sure, go for it.
Okay, so yesterday I was working on the images for or resizing the images for chat. So came up with a think a good solution here. Still needs tweaking. It's not done, but I'm kind of preview what I have. So the goal here is to show any image um, in full. So what that means is none of the images get cropped as they get displayed. So can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So let's go to discovery here. Let's go to images over here. Now notice how, first of all, I added a little frame, kind of like WhatsApp, just for a better indicator. This is from the sender because it can be wide. Um, and you can see this is the full image. So if I enlarge it or close it, and now let's go and look at different images. Again, you can see this is the full image
Mm-hmm.
displayed here. And this is from the receiver side. So you can see a little bubble with the little frame.
Yeah.
Um, and then you can see this one because it's tall. See how it got displayed?
Yeah.
Where this one is wider.
Hmm.
But both are like the full image gets viewed.
Hmm.
And this one, remember, was very wide when we saw it, very small, but now it looks like this in here,
Right.
which is the full, like, obviously, if you I think we have to figure out a better way maybe to include the stack
Yeah,
thing. It looks kind of weird, but
it does. Yeah. Well, let me see that one. Wasn't that a tall one?
yeah, this is the tall one.
Yeah, but the other one that you just had, this one with
Um,
blue arrows on it.
this one.
Oh, that was the tall one. That's right. Gotcha.
Yeah. So this is and you can see the full image. Here's the end of the phone. Here's the beginning of the phone. So the full thing is, and this one because it's very tall, it's a little thinner.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so you can. So that's kind of where that's kind of the idea is to get the image dimensions and display the full image in here, and they'll look a little basically a little different depending on how wide or tall the image is.
Very interesting. Okay. Um, not sure about the frame, but I get why you did it.
It was more of like a WhatsApp kind of idea, which I thought
Does
might.
WhatsApp do that?
Yeah, they have a little frame.
Okay. What do we
So
do
it's.
for? We didn't have. We don't have.
I mean, I can remove it if you don't like it or change it, but like, I just thought I'll include it as a demo for now.
Sure. Yeah. Let me think about it a little bit. Now we can still make these larger if we wanted to, or or no.
Yeah, I can make them like wider. If that's what you're asking about. Like, for example, like they're already taking up most like 70. I have a maximum width of 70. Yeah, so you can see this one's like very
Oh, okay.
wide.
So
It's just
for
not very tall.
all phones, the maximum would be 70%. So it would never.
Well, for now, yeah.
Yeah. So, but that means you can dynamically adjust it. So if you wanted to go 80, 90, it'll always have some margin.
Yeah, we have to have some kind of limits to
Yeah.
obviously how wide we want the images to be. And like for this one, it has more width, but it's just so tall that it wouldn't make sense to have it wide because it'll take up so much of the screen. So you can imagine.
Yeah. What kind of limits did you put on one like that? Like, why isn't
So
it?
it's not a limit. It's more of well, this one's it has a height limit here. So if I increase the height limit, it
Oh,
would
gotcha.
also automatically make it wider
Oh,
because
that could get dangerous of like getting cropped on the right hand side on a smaller phone. If you like
mm,
doubled the height limit.
well, it will. I have limitations on height and width. So if the photo is small, if like so if the phone is very short and very wide,
Hmm.
this will be able to fully view it. But and it's like whichever comes first. So it's either going to be limited by the height or the width. Like
Oh,
whichever reaches the limit first will stop it.
gotcha. Okay, so it never would get cropped.
No,
I see. I see. Okay.
yeah,
So
no. I
we
spent a
could
lot of time
adjust.
engineering it where it doesn't do that.
Well, that's not. That's great. So that looks really, yeah. So that could be adjusted upwards a little
We can
more.
increase the maximum. So the maximum height is yeah, like this is the maximum height of any image at the moment. We can increase that to make it
Nice.
potentially taller. And if it's the phone is not very wide, the width would stop it from even going vertically.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. Huh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, interesting. Okay. Now, what about video?
The what?
Videos?
I didn't get much time to work on video. Just even though this looks simple, it had a lot of math, a lot of edge cases that I need to handle. So this took up a good chunk of the day. And then the other chunk, I was spending it on the other bug you sent me, where if you scroll,
Yeah.
you refetch. But yeah, I was planning on starting on the videos today. Videos are going to be a little different, obviously, because um, well, it depends. If we want to use the same format, we can use this one to play the videos in this like because now I have a way to always ensure that
Hmm.
it fits on the screen. We can play it without making it full screen, kind of as you scroll, or we can like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you can think of this as a video and just playing.
Yeah. Yeah. Or the
Maybe
other
make
idea
it a little
is
taller,
take the
but
whole width. But yeah,
huh?
maybe or taking the whole width was the other idea.
Yeah. Well, that one has the problem where taking up the whole width in this case, like for example, this is a full screen size. So if you take up the whole width, that means this image is going to be as big as the phone, which that means this would cut off some of the image, this would cut off some of the image.
True. Yeah. And we do got to figure out some of that tag friends button.
Yeah. So I think I can try to have the max width probably if I can try to calculate this percentage like maybe I can calculate the size of it's gonna be a little tough to calculate, but um this is the space we have. Like we have I would say 65% of our screen, not 100, because you have this header and the topics and the input field. So this is the space where it needs to fit in this.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously phones have different heights, and like for example, on my SE, this would be like it would look very different than iPhone, Max,
Mm-hmm.
Pro Max. So mm, I would probably. I don't know how practical that idea is to have the video be very large and playing as you scroll.
Yeah. Maybe not very large, but maybe we can get larger than this one.
I can definitely increase the height, which would automatically increase the width. So I think I'll play with that. Now I just need to make sure I can use the same math equation that I did here because I get the width and the height of the image. I need to make sure I can do that same for the video, so we can get the same behavior. Hopefully I can. But yeah, I'll find out soon. Um,
Okay.
but yeah, that's it for the image. But yeah, I think one thing we need to do first is maybe increase the maximum height of these images. Okay, so that being said, for as far as the refetch, or not
Mhm.
the refetch, the when you like when you're like here and then
Oh,
you go to like home
yeah.
and
Hmm.
then you come back. So notice how it like jumped.
Yeah. Why would you do
So funny enough, this problem has been around forever. I can't believe this is the first time we've find out about this.
right.
Like
Okay.
I went back to build 50 and it's there.
Huh. Okay.
So the problem is that when we remember how when we go to the background and then we come back, it does a refetch
Yeah.
because the subscription could be um triggered off. Like you can unsubscribe when you go to after like 5-10 seconds. So if you miss any messages, it will get them for you. That's the purpose of that refetch, but it's causing this bug. Now, why it's causing it? So notice that right now I'm going to scroll, right? Let's scroll maybe. Well, this one is a bad example because there's a lot of system messages and it's hard to see. Let's go here. So if I scroll a little bit, like right here, and I go home and then come back, notice that I'm still where I'm at. It didn't do that. Only after you paginate, it does that. And the reason is when we refetch, we're passing the offset as 0. So that means it kind of clears the cache,
Hmm.
and it just now this is all you have, like the first 25 messages.
Mhm.
So what we and this can get tricky because so let's say that offset is 100. I have to, and I refetch, I have to pass the offset as 100. So it
Mhm.
doesn't only get the first 25, which if I do that, then you won't see that jump. And um,
Is that what you did to fix it?
well, I didn't fix it yet, but yeah, that is the solution. Now, the problem with that is if you get new messages. Now, 100 all of a sudden would be you'd have 3 new messages. Like if you got new messages while you like I'm in here, I got 1, 2, 3 messages. They go back. Now the offset is going to be 100, but now the 100 is different than the 100 before the 3 messages because we have 3 extra messages. So it might shift a little bit.
Hmm.
But if you don't get a new message, then it won't shift.
How will any of this be altered with the new architecture and the new flash?
Yes. So in the new architect, well, maybe not because I think the cache gets cleared. Um. So,
Mhm.
I guess maybe I can add some like a buffer where like the offset plus some where it's like if it's 100, fetch 105, give it. You know what I mean? That way, if you have like it could still happen if you have more than 5 messages come in. But that would be yeah, which could be likely. I mean, I don't know, but yeah, I don't love that solution.
Wait.
Um,
So you
so you,
there's no like straightforward way
huh?
to there's no straightforward way to keep your position.
It's not about keeping the position. You can think about it as we lose the data. So like it's like I scroll here and now I just paginated. This is 50,
Yeah.
and now but after I refresh now I only have 25. So this doesn't even exist anymore to keep it here
Why? Why do
because
we
I
have
refetched and it overrides the data.
do we have to refetch?
Well, yeah, because if you're here and you get new messages and you're not subscribed, when you come back you won't see them if you don't refetch.
Yeah.
So mm, I'm still
Can it
thinking.
do, could
I
it do
feel like,
both?
huh?
Could it do both? Could it refetch but also store where you were on the device?
Well, like I said, it's not even the position is stored. The position never gets lost. It's the data that gets lost itself.
Oh, oh,
So if
okay.
I can keep the data, if I can refetch and maybe add the new data to the cache,
Hmm.
which I think I might have a way to do it. It's just gonna be
Or refetch when you scroll back the other way.
you
Like
don't get it.
passing.
Any refetch would you'd like it would create a jump. Like data is gonna get lost. So like if you're here, all the way up here, you
Yeah.
scroll a little bit, refetches, boom, you're all of a sudden all the way at the back. You lose your place.
Unless it refetches, like what and puts it below, like
Unless
off
it,
screen.
yeah, unless it's not more of a refetch, it's more of a new fetch, and then it updates the cache.
Yeah.
Similar to what I do in lobby. It's just again, I hate adding more complex logic to this.
Mm.
It's just yeah, I think I have a solution. It's just like I said, this thing is already super complex. I'm gonna try to find a simple solution if possible, like one that's handled maybe by the library or something. If
Okay.
not, then I would have to have a more complex solution, which I really don't want to add more complexity to the screen. But if I have to, I have to.
Okay. And
Um,
well, don't forget to consider the new flash list too, if there's any effect.
um, yeah, I don't think that would help because data's lost.
Yeah. But they did solve the jumping around thing.
Yeah, and that. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. This new approach creates a problem with our like, as I slacked you, this new image approach. You can see
Mhm.
that there's obviously a big difference between the height of this image and the height of this one, right?
Yeah.
So that can create jumpiness because so in the past when they were all the same size, we used to give the estimated size like 300
Yeah.
pixels, which it knows if it's media, it's 300, done.
Yeah.
Now it could be 200, it could be 350. Um,
Mhm.
and that creates some jumpiness because it can't predict it, right?
Will
Um,
will that
which
get
this
resolved?
would be fixed in the new flash list. It
It
should
will. Huh?
handle this better.
Okay. Well,
Uh,
I think we should, as soon as we're done with all this stuff this week, we should go for the new architecture.
yeah, I, yeah, I think we will benefit us a lot, especially with the videos and this. Like, it's gonna without it, it's gonna be very hard to give accurate item estimate,
Mm.
and there's gonna be a lot of jumpiness.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah,
Okay.
that's pretty much where I am.
Okay. Um, I think if I have any questions, but what are you going to end up? You still plan to work on this for today?
So as far as images, I think I'm just gonna increase the height and then I'm gonna stop there. Then I'm gonna move on to that refetch problem. Gonna try to see if what's the best solution I can come up with to prevent it from jumping. And then after that, I need to go back to the videos and see if I can do a similar approach to the videos, maybe a little longer, and make it. And I still have to, you know, the first part is to getting it full screen or to play it on the screen. Second part is to do that efficiently where it doesn't eat up a lot of memory, causing the phone to potentially crash or slow down a lot.
Yeah.
So
Back to
the
the
video one's going to be harder than the image, that's for sure.
okay. Back to the refetch. Um, you said maybe we could just fetch instead of refetch, which
When I say fetch, I mean like we fetch the data again and then we like add it to the cache. Um, but that also has its well, I guess it doesn't. It could be a little tricky because, like, the only time that would be hard or bad if you like, it's a very very busy chat. You background it for 10 seconds and you get like 50 plus messages.
mm,
Um, Unlikely, but it could happen. Um, then there
couldn't
could
we
be
make
data
it?
lost or messages lost.
Couldn't
Not
we?
forever, obviously. If you go to lobby back, you'll see it, but like on your current session.
But what about if we made it so that um, you have to paginate in both directions?
Well, you don't get it. The problem is not with pagination. Oh, like, well, if you're,
Pagination is the fetch.
well, you mean, well, you mean, paginating in both directions. Um,
Yeah. So you leave and you come back, and you don't know if there's new messages or not, but they
mhm.
wouldn't be on the screen anyway.
Well, first of all, we haven't done two-way pagination yet, so that would be a risk on its own.
True.
So we have to figure that out. And second of all, I don't know. I don't know if that would necessarily solve it. Mm. Yeah, I feel like that would make the handling cache a little bit more complex than it already is with both with both way pagination, which we might introduce later. But
Mm.
um,
How come it was when I would leave and come back, it was putting me at the top of the pagination? That's the part I
well,
didn't.
it puts you at the last. It puts you at on the 25th message.
Yeah, I get the part I didn't get because, like, well, what if there was 20 more messages that came in? Where do they go?
It puts you on the 25th message, regardless.
I see. So there wasn't any new messages, so I was just on the 25th message. But if there were more, I would be in a different. I'd be in a totally different message.
Yeah, if let's say 21 came in,
Mhm.
you would see the 21 would go first, and then three from the old messages, and you'll be there. Like let's say two, like 21 came in,
Yeah.
you'll have 23, 24, 25. I'll put you here,
Okay.
and this will
I
be
see.
obviously scrolled up like this.
Hmm. Hmm.
Like I said, just give me some more time to do more research on it. I found out what the problem was literally like 30 minutes ago, so I didn't get much time to like think of a solution. I was still debugging why it's even happening to begin with.
Okay.
Um, so just give me more time. Let me see if there's, like I said, any maybe Apollo can help me
Yeah.
handle it instead of me having to have like a custom solution. So we'll see.
Okay. Do you have any PRs needing review?
I do have a PR. Well, let me see. No, actually, I take that back. Well, I do have this image PR up. It's not ready for review yet.
Yeah,
It's
let's wait on that one because I want to try and get
yeah,
the production build.
but no, all the other ones are reviewed and merged in.
Okay. Well, if or Wells has any, let's look at those. And when Amin is done with the WhatsApp thing, let's get a build on that today.
Yeah, sounds good.
Nice. Okay. Okay, great. So that covers everybody. I believe so. Okay, cool. Well then, yeah. Yes. What's up, Amin?
Yeah, I just want to say like Danny sent me like an email about like in like from Google. There's like a Google Maps API key that is open. I checked, like we're not using Google Maps, so
Mhm.
that API key, I guess it's safe to delete, but we have to check with Jay if we use it in the web somewhere
Mhm.
or anything. But as far as like for mobile, like we're not using like Google Maps for the maps. We're using
Okay.
they're
Could
like
there be any consequences of having that in our project and open, even though we don't use it?
I mean, if anyone knows the API key, then yeah, you can like go and spam it.
Okay.
But if we're not like having it in any our app, like at least like the mobile apps,
Mhm.
I checked our current source code. It's not like we don't use Google Maps for Google Maps, so
Right, right. I'm aware of that.
so maybe
So,
it's related to web there.
okay, yeah, send that to Jerry. And then you said you searched our project and you didn't find that API key.
Yeah, yeah, like the
Okay.
mobile. It's not
I
there.
wonder why Google thinks we have that API key.
No, like the API key is created from the Google dashboard,
Hmm.
but it's not used like in the mobile app. It's not used.
Oh, right. So we created it, we just don't use it.
Yeah, it's there.
Okay.
You have the key, I mean? You looked up?
I have the key. Let me forward.
Yeah, forward it to me and I can see where it's being
Okay.
used.
All right.
Okay. Okay, thanks. That sounds good. Maybe Chantel, Danny, we could work on some of the design improvements. That tag friends button needs to be altered, and then there's a screen we need for the flow to when people get invited, like when there has to be a screen to ask them about copying from their clipboard if they copy the link.
Good.
So yeah, we can do that now if you guys are ready.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Um, then yeah, everyone else, you guys have a good day. I'll stay here with Danny and Chantel and Todd as well. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, y'all.
See you. Actually,
Thank you.
it's Ismail. Real quick, we sent me a screenshot of what you just showed us, like where the tag button was like over the top.
Yeah, so yeah, screen recording and scroll so you have a better idea.
Perfect. Okay, send that to Chantel.
Sounds good.
Awesome. Okay, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Yep, I'm gonna grab a little coffee. I'll be right back.
Yep, no problem. This introduction of this new Sora tool is going to be really bad for society.
You think so? The video one?
Yes. Because it's going to get better and you're just going to see it flooding other platforms. It's actually going to make Circles more valuable.
Well, I think it also they're creating their own video social media too.
They are, but it's like it'll be another TikTok in the sense that you'll just get like watching videos that are entertaining and stuff. But I think the more fake shit you see everywhere, I mean everywhere you turn, like because they really shouldn't let you share these videos outside of Sora, like to Instagram or any other platform, but they're going to already download it. The more fake shit you see everywhere, the more everything just starts feeling fake, and
Yeah.
people are going to crave like somewhere real with no AI.
I was just thinking that we could use it for our Facebook ads actually.
We could
Being
pump a lot
able
of we could pump a lot of content out, that's for sure.
You know, here we were talking about who are we going to hire for videos? I mean, really, I don't see any reason why we can't have AI do it. At least be able to test it out, see if it's viable, maybe get it to a point where it's good, and then just have someone else on the team like refine it if they can, you know?
Yeah.
What are you guys talking about?
Laura,
What's that?
OpenAI's new video
AI.
content shit is just gonna change the world I don't think in a good way.
What does it do?
It lets you spin up fake AI videos and they're really good. And they shouldn't let you share it outside of Sora because it's gonna start showing up on all the feeds. I mean, you can still tell it's AI, but we're not far from where you can't at all. You just see all kinds of political propaganda all over the place. I mean, it already happens, but it's about to get 10x juiced.
Yeah. Right now, I can always tell those things with the voice for AI. But I think it's only going to get better. I mean, I've been staying up to date on a lot of the robotics, and China has a new face only so far of their robotics AI. And it is incredible how realistic it looks. Like the mouth still needs some help and like the jaw, but man, the way it blinks and looks around and stuff like that, it's so realistic.
That's crazy.
I just watched someone I convinced to join Circles. And holy moly, how the app starts is so awesome to see.
That's nice.
Big thank you to all the hard work Circles team. That's, I guess if you came in through onboarding a long time ago, you wouldn't see that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, hopefully with WhatsApp, all the invites will start getting accepted.
Team John, we believe in you. I just saw that. It's cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's really cool. All right, what are we working on?
The tag friends and photos. Oh, duh.
Yeah. Did Ismail send the screen record?
No, I don't have any new Slacks.
Maybe he's working on it still. I think the button should be smaller no matter what.
The tag friends button.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, we have the other tag friends icon, but
Yeah. Where do we use that?
in the check-in.
Mm. Maybe we can take a look at that.
Oh yeah, I have this old design that shows that, but that's for when we were looking at making stories. That's what that design was.
Let's see.
This was an old design I had of tagging friends in a story. And I could tag a location.
Hmm.
This little thing to be able to edit your text.
Is that second button? Is that that's a common one, right? For tagging.
Yeah, we use it already. Um, in here, for example. And then
How do I get to this screen?
check-ins. Oh, this is if you press the three dots on a
Oh,
activity deed card. That was one of the options that we had for a check-in.
okay.
And then here we also have tag friends and a check-in. And so we have that same icon.
Maybe it should just be that icon and maybe just say tag and maybe on the left side since there is room on the left side of the images.
Yeah. I feel like that would look way better. I don't even see a design that has the tag friends button. I think that was like,
I think it might got thrown in last minute.
yeah, I think it did. I don't think that was something I designed.
Mm-mm. Well, I'll let you guys decide. I don't do any tagging of people in social media or anything, so I'll I'll leave it up to you guys to figure out how you want to lay it out, try and have it function.
Okay.
But it needs to move from where it is, especially if we're going to do like bigger images and videos.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I should update these since that wasn't the design we ended up going with. Mm. Okay. So if it comes from you, it actually doesn't say you. And it looks like we did not end up going with the drop shadow. Oh, are we doing a frame?
What was that, Chantel?
Are we doing a frame around the photos now?
Oh, I am.
Well, he put that there as like he thought that looked good because of WhatsApp. I don't think I like it.
Okay.
What do you guys think? I think I should tell him to remove it.
Yeah, I don't know that I really care for it.
Yeah, I
I
like
don't
it better.
have strong feelings about it one way or another.
That one doesn't look as bad as there was one inside of a preview window, and it was one sent by him. So it had a darker blue frame, and it was inside a gray preview window. So it was in a window, and it looked terrible. I don't know if he's got it in the screen record, but it didn't look good. I don't think it helps. Like I went back and looked at the current app, and Shoddy sent an image yesterday, and it looks great. It's inside of a preview window, and there's no frame around it. It looks fine.
Mm-hmm. I see what you're saying. In the preview windows, a frame inside the frame. Yeah, I get.
Yeah, this was no, it just didn't look right. Yeah, I'll let him know to remove it. Let's see. So yeah, maybe that tag friends button should be on the left hand side. Like maybe just like the icon, and maybe just says tag, like a real small thing, or I don't know. I'll let you guys decide.
Hard to say. It's like the problem we discussed not too long ago that wasn't Tori saying like she feels like people won't tag friends unless it's
Yeah,
uploading the photo.
right. That's
If that's
probably
true, it's almost like we're just adding clutter to the screen by putting
Mm,
up like this here.
unless we can change the habit. I mean, there was no tagging ever at one time in the past for apps, not just ours, but like
Yeah,
years ago. People figured it out, you know.
I almost wonder if we should do like a little, so like just like a little human picture in the corner of the image, like something really subtle. I mean, it wouldn't pop, but you would wonder what that button is. I mean, on Instagram, it means someone has already been tagged. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh
I
wow, so
don't.
there's an indication of something being tagged.
Yeah. If you scroll on an Instagram photo, there's like a little human profile
Oh,
picture and thing.
Oh yeah. In the top left
Yeah,
corner.
I just think if you see tag friends on every single photo, it starts looking really cluttered really quickly.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
It does pop and it tells you the features there. It's easier to discover this way, but you might get tired of it really quickly if you're very rarely tagging people. And this is on every photo.
It's hard to say. So, one of the things I was thinking about today, because I just did an update on my phone, and I was looking at the tips from the recent update to see what's changed and all of that. And if I hadn't clicked on that, I wouldn't have known that the features were there. Um, and I don't know that I necessarily would have looked for them, but once I knew they were there, I was like, oh, this is really cool. I'd like to use this feature. So it's like, I know a lot of apps have these hidden features, but I just feel like a lot of them may go unused because people don't know to look for them there.
Yeah, it makes sense. Let me go to the Good Vibes Club real quick. We already have a tag button there, right?
Tags are in all groups now.
Yeah, but club photos is where we don't have analytics set up on that, do we?
No idea.
We see anyone actually tagging friends using that button? I mean, it already kind of pops on you. It's in every
It
photo.
does. It does. The good question would be like that club photo. Or the club album thing.
I don't think anything we're doing here makes it more likely to tag friends than people are already doing.
True. One of the things I wasn't really sure of is um, if you tag someone who's not in the group with you, do they still get a tag?
I was thinking about that earlier. Like, should it invite them into the chat?
I want to check the.
Who tagged Ava Ulisa here in the club photos? Was it Lauren?
I don't know. I'm not in that group. Group. I don't know. I guess this is the enough one. Oh, it's not in all groups. Why was I thinking it's in all groups? Hmm. Not even in the Neverboard Club. Where the heck have I been seeing that? Maybe just in our test environment, I got used to it. But yeah, those analytics would be really helpful.
I feel like if we want to increase tagging, that's the whole goal here, right? Make it happen more.
Yeah.
I feel like we should put more focus on the video, on the photo upload flow for doing it right then and there.
Well, I think that the idea was that, like, in the club photos, if the person's not even in the app, they can still be tagged, but like the photographer may not know who those people are, but the people who are in Sircles would know.
I know, I get that. But we already have it
Are you,
there.
like, both? Yeah, I still really don't like the upload flow that we currently have.
You don't like the upload flow?
I don't.
Trying to find a Instagram example where someone's tagged.
Oh, that's maybe I was confusing it with the check-in photo upload. Okay, so currently you click tag photo, it takes you to either the camera or your photo library. You click on it and it automatically gets put into the compose screen. And then you just have like the little X to remove it. So if we do the tag, it adds in an extra step. Unless when it comes into the compose screen, maybe off to the left or to the right, it has that little tag icon. Or maybe at the bottom of the photo. And then you can click on that to tag. That way it's not an extra step. Still part of the compose.
I'm not sure. I'm looking at what Instagram does. Problem is when you upload it, it shows up as a tiny little box down there in the compose screen. You probably wouldn't even see that.
Like what I've got here.
Yeah, I mean you've got it blown up, but it's just not what it looks like if you drop a photo in a compose screen. It shows up as a pretty tiny little box.
Yeah, that's true.
We'll go upper left-hand corner, really tiny.
Upper left-hand corner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like opposite the X.
Hmm. Mm-hmm. What do you think of that?
I don't know if people will use it, but I think if we're going to work within our existing flow, that might be the best place to put it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
Then what happens when you click on that?
Then it would bring up the tag friends. Let's see what that looks like in the app currently. Yeah, okay. Wait, I don't know that one. Um, just this one. Wait, um, recent part. That has the suggestion. It doesn't have all the buttons. Wait, does it say your contacts on there? It does. Oh, okay.
I think as soon as you click it, it should take you to the full screen view of the photo, just like the other tag friends flow does from Club Photos chat. But instead of making you tap on the picture to tag a friend, I think it should just pop the drawer right up.
Pop the screen.
Yeah. Right now, if you click tag photos next to someone in Club Photos, or if you click tag friends, it brings up the picture. You have to click the screen, and once you click the screen, the drawer pops up. I think we could skip the step,
Oh,
tap the screen, and just when you hit tag friends, the photo comes up, the drawer comes up above it, and you select a friend, and then once you do, it drops the tag in the middle of the screen, and you can slide it to where you want to slide it.
oh, right. Where is that? I have that somewhere.
I sent it to you in a text. Here, I'll put it in Slack. Are you looking for the blown up image of the photo?
Yeah, I was looking at what the design was, where that is.
I guess,
Okay, yeah, and you have to click tap to tag someone you know.
yeah, you have to click on the photo somewhere. I think we
Yeah,
skip that step.
and so where would the tag go?
After you select friends,
Yeah,
they can
where
plop.
would they initially plop?
They can plop into the either in the center of the photo or right below it.
Oh, what is that verbiage? Tap to I don't tap to tag someone you know. There it is. Oh, it's on the organism screen. Okay, here we go. This is the flow.
It doesn't really matter where the tags go because you don't see them in the picture unless you click on it.
Um, okay, well, let me take this, move it to where I'm at. Okay, so when you go to upload a photo, you click on it, it brings up your
The compose screen.
the compose screen, or does it, so it brings up your gallery, or it's not your gallery, but it brings up your, yeah, your gallery of
Gallery.
your phone's gallery.
You
Your
pick
phone's
a photo.
gallery.
Pick a photo. It drops it in the compose screen with a little blue tag button in the upper left-hand corner. But then if you click that, it pops open the photo with the drawer above it.
So it would have this over this, and then it drops down, and the tags are where at the very bottom.
Real quick, just so you know what I'm doing. Go into open up your phone, go into the guest list 916, and click on Club Photos.
The guest list 916.
Yep. Now click on Club Photos,
Mm-hmm.
and then go up to that photo there where,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, click on it.
Mm-hmm.
Or sorry, click Tag Friends.
Yeah.
Right now, it shows you the photo there.
Yeah.
So that's what it should do. It should navigate you here automatically if you click the blue button. And then click anywhere on the photo.
Yeah.
It
That
pops.
drawer comes up.
Right. That should just happen automatically.
Oh, and then you click down. And then where does the tags go? At
After
the
you select
bottom
people.
for you to move them?
Yeah.
At the bottom?
But yeah, it can be on the bottom of the photo or in the middle of the photo. It really doesn't matter because you're tagging a bunch of people, then you save it, and the photo sends, and you don't see a bunch of tags on the screen unless you click the photo. I feel like people are trained enough to know, like, if a bunch of tags show up in the middle of the screen, they might want to move them around.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you're thinking,
Go up a little bit to 2 photos above that where it says it's a picture of a girl and she's got her hand on her chin.
okay.
Click on that one. See how her name shows up like just right below the image?
Yeah.
That's probably the best place for it in case people are dumb and don't move them around.
Okay. Oh, and then at the bottom it still says tag friends. If you wanted to tag them. How does the size of the watermark get determined? Because it's really big on some photos and not so big in others.
I'm not sure. You know that, John?
Yeah, it has something to do with the height and width. It's not the best formula.
Have we seen has Tori ever seen a watermark show up on for Circles on Instagram?
Yes, so she has.
So yeah, Chantal, right there below the photo.
Okay. Do we still want to do the plus invite for someone who's not in the app to show up there like that?
Sorry, where? Oh, yeah.
Okay. So then should they still have X's next to their name? Like if you include the wrong person? I feel like that would be the best solution.
I mean, you definitely need to be able to remove a tag if you add one in there. You didn't mean to. Do you think you're more likely not to move them to the right spot if they show up below like this versus putting them in the middle of the screen?
Mm, I don't know. I think it depends on what my intention is. You know, like how on Instagram, a lot of people will just like tag businesses and stuff and pictures, but it would be like left at the bottom a lot of times. But what I was trying to do. But when it is an actual person, I want to take it and move it. So I could take this part out, huh?
Sorry.
Unless I wanted to go back and add more people.
Yeah, you could take that text out if it's automatically coming up.
So, but what if I like put it down and then I'm like, oh, wait, I didn't tag this person or who else was in that photo?
You're saying just as a reminder?
Well, can you then go back and tap it for this to come back up?
I see what you're saying. Hang on a sec. Yeah, I mean, right now that's what you have to do. I mean, you can leave it there. It doesn't hurt.
Okay.
But yes, tapping the screen should pull it back up.
Okay. So if it's a whole bunch of people, then do they stack? We have
Like
a
if someone
limit?
tags 12 people,
Yeah.
that's why I feel like they really could just pop up over the image because you would instinctually want to move them out of the way.
Okay.
And it's not like you'd see them on the photo unless someone saved it like that. That's why Instagram puts the little avatar in the bottom left-hand corner so it doesn't get messy.
Mm-hmm. So here you can do like the little avatar.
I'm just realizing that's why they do that. How do they decide when to do that and when not to? Do you think there's any value in having the name over the picture of the person who it is?
Is there any value of the name of the person?
So, like, the cleanest way to do it is after this gets saved, we pop a little avatar down there at the bottom on the bottom left-hand corner of the photo, like Instagram does. When you click it, a drawer comes up. It says like in this photo,
Mm-hmm.
and it shows a list, and you can follow people from that list. And you can kind of see like, okay, this user looks like that person. This user looks like that person.
Mm-hmm. Kind of like how we have in the plus on the business profiles.
Yeah, kind of. They also have a feature though where you can long press and the tag will just show up. So they do both.
Yeah, I actually like the list view better than having it on people. Not everyone's going to have profile pictures. Some people are going to have profile pictures of their dog, random stuff. So you won't always be able to figure it out that way.
Well, same thing happens on Instagram.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm down. I'm down with changing it.
We could still let people put them where they want. Maybe we just don't show it.
Just don't show what now?
Well, I'm saying we can still plop the little bubbles here on the screen, Let
Mhm.
people put them where they want to put them. And let people open up photos and have a avatar in the bottom left so you can pull up a list of who people are.
Should we still use our same little tag icon?